Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Color Me Badland back again with another fragrance review. This will be really short and brief, but I did want to pop in and tell you about one of my favorite oud fragrances. And this fragrance is none other than Oud 24 Hours. Here's the bottle. Isn't that beautiful? I'll bring it a little closer so you guys can actually see. Beautiful. So this particular fragrance, you guys, is from an offering from Al Zarafan's House of Fragrances. It is again Oud 24 Hours Eau de Parfum. This fragrance has notes of amber, dark chocolate, incense, agarwood, oud, mandarin orange, sandalwood, bergamot. It's fruity, it's spicy. It has gardenia, ylang ylang, jasmine, patchouli. It is absolutely gorgeous. This fragrance is not for the weak. If you don't like strong, if you don't like spicy, if you don't like gourmand fragrances, then you probably would not like this fragrance. I would not recommend blind buying this fragrance, basically meaning I wouldn't recommend purchasing this fragrance without first sampling it and or receiving a sample or a decant from someone who owns this fragrance already, so you can get a feel for whether or not you would actually want to purchase this fragrance. It is a beautiful fragrance nonetheless. It's right up my alley. But there are a lot of people that like fragrances on the softer side. I'm in the middle. I like a little bit of everything. So for me, this fragrance works. I love just about any fragrance that has oud in it. Now, I will tell you, for daytime usage, I do tone it down. Today, I used it early this morning and in the afternoon time. I can still smell it. I can smell it now, and I've taken a shower. And I've changed clothes twice. I've, put on a different fragrance for another review, and I still get little whiffs of it here and there. It is strong. It doesn't go anywhere. It is a beautiful fragrance. Nonetheless, this is the actual cap. It is plastic. It feels like the black around the rim is rubber, but it looks like it's leather. It has texture to it similar to snake skin. And there's nothing on the top of the cap. It's just black and gold. Okay, but it's very, very pretty, I think. Very pretty. Black and gold. I love black and gold. Anything in a black bottle, any fragrance in a black bottle, I will try. They haven't failed me yet. I'm going to do a whole video on my fragrances in black and why I love them. love sultry, seductive fragrances. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So again, I'll bring the bottle a little closer so you can see the neck of the bottle. It's gold. There's no engraving on the actual bottle. I don't know what color the juice is, but I'm willing to bet that it's a dark color. So if I was wearing light colored clothes like the top that I have on tonight, or if I was wearing anything really, I wouldn't spray this on anything unless it was a dark clothing like a black or a dark brown, because fragrances with color and heavy concentrations of oil will stain your clothing, and you don't want that. So this particular fragrance is a warm, spicy, chocolate, fruity. It has patchouli. Again, it has amber, citrus. It's balsamic, and it also has a white floral. I didn't get the white floral, but it could just be because it just jumps out of the bottle and it gets busy. This fragrance doesn't play around from the beginning to the dry down. Now, if you do try this fragrance and you think you want to leap out on faith and give it a shot, if you're a person who likes Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, if you like Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, you may be able to handle this fragrance. And it is moderately priced. And so if you do purchase it and you don't like it all that much, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Again, I did tone this down with 2 other fragrances that I own in my collection. What I use Ariana Grande's Cloud. I never wear that fragrance by itself. It's too soft of a fragrance for me. And so I always use it and layer it with something else. It's a beautiful layering fragrance. Again, it's Ariana Grande's Cloud. Of course, although a lot of people in the fragrance world talk about it, have heard about it, and a lot of people own that particular fragrance. And then I topped it off with a coffee fragrance that I have. I have a fragrance called Just Coffee, and it's nothing but coffee and a honey note. And when I tell you, if you like mocha joker, latte, frappuccino with extra caramel and a ribbon on the crunch on the top, no whipped cream, that's what I got all day. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So you can play around with your fragrances and layer them too, to get different scents and originate your fragrance. Because it's nothing like somebody saying, you got on Baccarat Rouge 540? You got on Ariana Grande's Cloud? Or you got on Chanel No. 5 or Chanel Beige, or, you know, so you want to have unique scents and fragrances. And that's a cool way to do it when you layer them with other fragrances. You can take your weaker fragrances and you can tone down your stronger fragrances, combine them together. Always check your notes though, because sometimes if you've got notes in one fragrance that aren't compatible with the notes in the fragrance you're layering them with, you're not going to get a good fragrance. So you don't want that. Okay, so we're going to go in and give a spray, and I'm going to tell you what I smell. Now I'm going to show you the sprayer on this. The sprayer is a little weak. The fragrance is the beast mode, but the sprayer is a little weak. I'm going to show you. Now that one gave you a good spray, but sometimes my sprayer gets stuck. And I don't know if it's just because it's an older bottle or what, but I did put a little oil on it to kind of grease it down to make it function properly. So you can do that too. So we're just going to let that sit for a minute before we take a sniff and I tell you what I smell. I do want to talk to you guys and ask out there, how do you apply your fragrances? I know in the past, I've always applied my fragrances by doing this or doing this. This is a no-no. This is a no-no. When you spray your fragrances, you want to spray on your pulse points or wherever else you want your fragrance and let it dry. If you rub your fragrances, if you dab your fragrances, you break down the molecules and the chemicals in the fragrance and you totally destroy the perfume. Totally destroy it. So we don't do this when we apply fragrances, and you don't want to do this. These are no-nos. This is a no-no. This is a no-no. You want to spray and let it air dry. You want to let it dry. All right. It's good to know. All right. So I'm going to take a whiff and tell you what I think. So right off the bat, I get the oud. Okay. Some of these notes I read, I'm like, it's chocolate in, it's dark chocolate in here. It's citrus in here. It's balsamic, because I get oud right away. But as it dries down, then you start to get the amber. You start to get the chocolate. You start to get the white floral. You get a little bit of the citrus. This fragrance is extremely unique. Totally different from anything that I own in my collection. Similar because of the oud and some of the other fragrance notes that are in there. And I do have fragrances from this house that are similar to this fragrance. But this is totally unique. It sets apart. It's so unique and so different. I set this all the way in the back of all of my fragrances, so I don't even reach for it unless I really need a pick-me-upper. Okay? It's deep. It's a deep, sultry fragrance. It is a mood all of its own. So if you're feeling down and you're feeling blue, don't reach for this. Don't reach for this, because it'll make you get back in the bed. It's just a strong, relaxing. They did a beautiful, beautiful job of all of the notes that they combined in this particular fragrance to come up with this offering from this particular house. Okay? that's all I have to say about this fragrance today. Again, if you love opium, the original, if you love black opium, which I absolutely love, I'm going to come on and do a review about black opium and show you my empty bottles. I have 2. They're empty. I got maybe 1 or 2 more sprays. Delicious fragrance. If you like those fragrances, you would definitely like Oud 24 Hours by Al Zarfan. All right. So I also want to make an honorable mention to a fragrance that's in my collection that I love. And this one is called Midnight Oud. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this fragrance. It again is absolutely gorgeous. The first thing that you get out of this bottle is oud. And I'll come back later on down the line and do a full review on this particular fragrance. Okay? But I just wanted to give an honorable mention to Midnight Oud. It's good, you all. It's good. Real good. I'll come back and tell you more about that fragrance, okay? So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. I do appreciate you. I do thank you. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time seeing this video or any of my videos, okay? Don't forget, you guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to share the video, share the video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button so each and every time I upload a video, you will be notified. With that being said, bye-bye for now. This is Color Me Bad Lynn. God bless.